Hello everybody and welcome back to 2064 Read-Only Memories. I know, it's been a while, but I got distracted by vampires, so I've just been like, well, I just kind of let everything else go. Okay. 4920. 26. Trying to find like which one's the right one. It's definitely this one. Okay. I don't remember where we were, so I'm just gonna be like, yo, we gotta go here. How do I look at my map? Yeah, I don't remember what we're doing here. Okay. Map. Okay, so the Flower Mansion or the hospital. I'm gonna go to the Flower Mansion. For reasons. It's the bear! Hi, Pat.
Hello, Pat. Could we see Melody?
I really like him. He's so cute.
I guess that means yes?
Yeah, I guess. Okay. I was really hoping she would like go, or I was like, okay, please don't be dead, please don't be dead. Oh, she's not.
Turing, I'm not saying I don't like seeing your little pixelated face. You're certainly better company than most of the humans I have to deal with.
Yeah. Thanks.
But I am a busy woman, you know? Lots to do.
I guess you have lots to do.
Right, Pat?
Doubt. Pat's like, I mean, not really.
Traitor.
He's like,
Anyway,
no.
maybe we should space these little visits out a good bit further. Hmm? Familiarity breeds contempt, after all.
Does it, Melody?
And I'm very good at contempt.
I apologize, Aunt Melody. You've stated before that you like your peace and quiet, but we need your assistance.
Oh, we're running with the aunt thing, are we?
Yeah, because it's cute.
Another woman would tell you not to butter her up, but oh, flattery will get you everywhere with me.
Good. I can flatter
All
you
right.
all day, Aunt Melody.
What do you need?
Vincent needs help getting out of the city.
I can only imagine.
She's like, okay.
If he's willing to turn coat on Parallax, I bet he feels like a mouse in a cat farm.
Pat's like, I have no idea what that feels like, so I'm a fucking bear.
I know they don't actually farm cats, Pat. It was a metaphor.
He's like, what does that mean?
Whatever, it was a simile then. I am not going to play semantics with you.
She's arguing with a polar bear.
Moving on. Tell me what the trouble is, and I'll try to conjure up a solution.
We're going to need to pay for the information. I'm glad you're willing to help us clean up your mess. Let's do the top one.
Yes, Mr. Mensa says he needs 100,000 credits before he's willing to speak openly.
But he's a hoe.
He also said that you already promised it to him, and that he won't be able to get out of the city without it. He'll give us the information once we have that, plus a few other things I'm certain we can get on our own.
What? You can't even scrape together that kind of money?
I mean, I guess I can sell an organ. Jeez. Melody, you're so harsh.
Your friend's not much of a journalist, eh, Turing?
Hey, suck my dick.
According to the
I am a
statistics
guy
that
in
I have
this.
found, it is unlikely that a journalist of any caliber less than the best would have that amount of liquid assets on hand.
Thanks, Turing.
The pay for the profession just isn't that high, Aunt Melody.
Oh, I see. I guess it's one of those jobs people do because they get free review merchandise, eh?
I like my free t-shirts. Ha ha.
I can get you the money, Turing. But only because you're family. Just give Pat a few minutes to gather it. Yeah, just keep moving, you big brute.
I just love that she has these arguments with her polar bear.
While we wait, is there anything else you want to grill me over? Might as well save us both another visit.
Maybe Turing has something to ask.
I do. It's a little personal, though. I'd understand if you didn't feel like answering.
Just shoot, Turing. I can take it.
Long ago, you lost your mother. I was wondering, how did you deal with it?
Oh. He's still trying to figure out how to cope after losing the guy whose death we're investigating.
Hayden's only been
Hayden.
gone for a few days, and I already feel like my circuits are going to lock up for good.
I knew it was an H name.
Oh, Turing. I'm not the right person to ask. I hated my mother. She's everything I thought wrong in the world, and when she was gone, I felt nothing but relief that I could start undoing the damage she did. Never mind the fact I had to watch her waste away from the cancer. Death was a blessing for us both. Besides, you'll find Hayden soon. Keep your chin up.
Oh. Blast it! Enough with this subterfuge! We already know Hayden was killed.
Oh, no.
I won't be getting him back.
I'm
For sure.
sorry, Turing. I still don't know what to tell you. I've lost people, but never anyone close enough to wound me. I don't know that I've ever had anyone close enough to do that. If you feel like talking about it, I'm willing to listen. Or make Pat do it anyway.
Thank you. I don't know.
Stick it out. Time heals all wounds. Or so they say.
Oh, Melody. Thank you.
This too shall pass. Smarter than I give him credit for, that's for sure. It's not the easiest thing in the world to measure, you know? He doesn't process language in the
That was
same
a really
way
sweet
humans
heart-to-heart,
do,
though.
and even if he
On
can
Melody's
understand
part.
me, my translation program just guesses at what he says most of the time.
Like, 'cause she was like being really snarky about it and stuff, and then she was like, "Oh shit, I am so fucking sorry." So that was a cool little like emotional moment, like of openness and stuff.
Oh, you have a translator running from your neural implant.
Ah, yes, I'm cheating. Though, honestly, even without it, I have a pretty good idea of what he means most of the time. We've been together for a while now. Considering it only really works on large, typically predatory mammals, we don't have a lot of test subjects. It's a minefield of ethical concerns beyond just being prohibitively
I mean, I guess
expensive.
if you're like living in your own house, then it's like whatever, fuck it. Fuck the ethics. Pretty much what she just said.
So Pat is a bear apart. At least until we can figure out how to apply the modified neural pathways without frying the brains of 90% of the subjects.
Yeah, that would suck.
The tech we developed is good. It just has a damned high mortality rate. Maybe one day there will be a bunch of talking tigers and dolphins building cities in the sea, but for now, we're stuck with creating beasts out of our own species.
It seems a little sad that you're all alone except for a bear.
Being alone is
Ouch.
easier, and Pat isn't such bad company.
Dude, he's
I
one of
mean,
the
what
best
do you
blanket.
want me to
Like
do?
a fuzzy lapdog.
Cry
giant
about never
fuzzy
having a
lapdog.
husband, a few kids, and a white picket fence? I had a company to run, and my mother's legacy to fix. What's to say some spawn of mine wouldn't do the exact same thing to my flower, just the other way around? This branch of the Flores line will do well without any more knives being inserted in backs. Thank you very much.
You have that much enmity for your mother?
Have you seen what she did to North Korea? It's a wasteland of death and destruction.
So she's been trying to undo all the pain and death and stuff that her mother, like, perpetuated.
If we had kept going down the path she charted, the whole world would be like that.
The information on the mesh does seem to paint a grim picture.
Grim barely scratches the surface. I've been there. At least under the Kims, it was barely functional. Now, my mother's monsters have ripped every last resemblance of humanity from the land. They stalk the night like horrific creatures of legend, keeping the populace in line through constant fear. A horror story straight out of the pages of Bram Stoker. That's her legacy. So I can't imagine I'd be a very good mother, just from the example I have to work with. That's life. I don't have any more regrets than anyone else my age does. My legacy will speak for itself, as my mother's did.
We're short on time. Hello, Pat.
Oh, just in time then. Take the cash and get moving.
Thank you, Melody. There's probably a tracking device in it. It's fine.
I can finally get back to whatever it was I was doing before you burst in here.
Staring off into space? Tell us the truth, Pat.
Thank you, Aunt Melody. Your help has been invaluable to us.
Yes, yes. Brown knows later. You've got things to do, too.
I did not think I would feel such a strong resonance with Melody. We're connected by the barest of threads, but she is already important to me. Is that strange?
There are stranger things.
I guess there's nothing to do but run with it. Some gifts are too valuable to look at too closely, lest they vanish into thin air, and I already have a penchant for overanalyzing things. Let's get moving.
Yep, I would just let it go. Just
We
roll
still
with it.
have things to do before we can meet back up with Mr. Mensa.
Alright, next.
Detective Rivers, to what do we owe the pleasure?
Hi.
I wanted to check in with you away from the prying eyes of my corporate masters. It wasn't too hard to track you down here. Only
Hi,
took a
Lexi.
slight abuse of power to follow your credit transactions in the AutoCab system.
Were you able to find anything out?
Not much.
Right.
Listen, I've hit a dead end on the investigation again, and I could really use another lead from the two of you. I had been busy hunting down I'm not sure if I want to call him a soldier of fortune or an assassin for hire. Either way, I tracked this guy down to see if he might have been hired by Parallax to snatch Hayden, but he's got an ironclad alibi for the relevant period of time. That leaves me with nothing. Nada. Jack diddly shit. Do the two of you have anything to give me? Otherwise, I'm back to hunting down the froyo-hating robot ghost in the park. At least my superiors would be ecstatic, considering how much they keep riding my ass about it.
We're on thin leads ourselves, Detective Rivers. We have a meeting with someone from inside Parallax who might be able to give us answers, but he's unlikely to want to talk to the police.
Yeah,
I
he's kind of
wish-
paranoid like that.
I
Because bad
just-
stuff's going on.
Wish this... Never mind.
Buck up, Turing. I wish this was easier too. But with detective work, sometimes it's not about being clever. It's just about being more dogged and relentless than whoever you're chasing.
Yep.
You two are my new deputies, right?
Yeah.
So keep your nose to the ground and keep digging. I still have a few contacts I
That
can hit up
sounds
to
like
try finding out a little more.
bloodhounds, not deputies.
You let me know if there's anything else I need to be going after.
Well, thanks. Or we will. Thanks, Lexi.
Yeah, sure. Just get going. Don't forget, if you die, I'm gonna kick your ass.
I'll be dead, though. I'm just gonna be kicking a corpse, Lexi. You're gonna get tired.
Okay
Just
then,
fucking peaced
we
out.
only have a single lead. If Parallax really is as shady as Vincent seems to suspect, it could end up very interesting. Let's see if we can put an end to this. Finally. Oh, I just received an email from Tomcat.
Oh, sweet.
They finished decrypting Hayden's data cache. It seems that it was filled mostly with his personal logs about my creation and mental development. The more technical information was already scraped.
That's too bad.
Perhaps that is why it was left behind when they snatched him. Still, these files should be enlightening, if only in a personal way. I'll peruse them in my spare time and let you know if I find anything interesting. I'd hate for all the trouble we went to be for nothing.
Hey, man, it wasn't for nothing. We met, right? That's all that matters. This is where we are? He's not on Market Street. He's... Yeah, he's at the park.
I told you, I'm not telling you anything else until I get what was agreed upon.
What? Well, where am I supposed to go? Where am I supposed to go? Home? I don't remember what I'm doing. Guess we can talk to Turing.
Let's keep it the path we're on.
Cool. Which one's that? What path are we on? So he won't talk to us. No. Oh, do I need to go to the hospital maybe?
Patient, have you been recovering well?
Yes. I'm fine. A placard sign of instructions. So how do I... Alright, I guess I wasn't supposed to go here. I guess I'll just go around the map until I find out where I'm supposed to freaking go. Hi guys, I love these two. They're very sweet.
Oh, look. It's my favorite human and the mechanical sidekick.
Hello.
Did you find your guy? Or wait, let me guess. There's something else you need from me. Well, you haven't been terrible to deal with so far, so I'm willing to hear you out.
I've been
Barely.
really nice, Jess.
We need access to an untraceable car.
Oh, this is who I
An
was here to talk
informant of
to.
ours needs to get out of the city without attracting the attention of Parallax, and is offering valuable information to us in exchange.
Seriously? Jesus, what kind of shit is in your life anyway?
All the bad shit.
Actually, don't
Except
answer
for
that.
Turing.
I don't want to be legally
He's
liable.
adorable.
I'm not sure why you think just because I defend a few folks in the rougher parts of the city that I would have that kind of connection.
So you don't?
And even if one of my clients did run a carjacking business, it's not like society is clamoring to give hybrids legal jobs. Regardless, I'm not going to be an accessory to a felony, or let one of my clients be either. I won't go down that path. I wouldn't know where to start anyway.
Is there any possible way you could give us any kind of lead at all?
I know we're reaching, but this is important.
You just don't quit, do you? Okay, let me
Nope.
think.
Very stubborn.
This might
We
be
are.
a long shot, but you could try asking Majid. There are rumors he may have been involved in some shady stuff way back in the day.
Interesting.
He'll probably be reluctant to talk about it, but there's a free lead for you.
Thank you, Jess.
Get me another drink in exchange, will you? Later.
Huh. That went better than expected. I wonder if my charm is starting to pay off for us.
You are cute.
Oh, you performed admirably as well. Onward we go.
Majid, we need to talk, honey.
Hey, friends, what can we get for you?
We were hoping you could give us a little information.
Sure, but first, let's get you a drink. What'll it be?
Ooh, the bear's Martini sounds cute since we were just talking to a bear.
Coming right up. I'll ask Gus if I don't know what it is. He's better with the weird kind of stuff people ask for these days. Some of these cocktails make me need a spa day.
Ooh,
This one is...
This all sounds so good.
Does that sound good?
Yes. Sounds freaking delicious.
Here you go.
Thank you.
So, what did you need help with?
we've run into a roadblock in our search for Hayden.
Word on the street is that he's gone missing, which I'm sure you already know. What can I do?
Yes. An informant of ours needs secure transportation out of the city, but we don't have any contacts who would be able to get us an untraceable car.
He kind of feels bad, I think, because Majid's
Jess
super
mentioned
cool.
that you used to engage in certain
I
extra-legal
love Majid. Majid and
activities.
Gus are sweet. Super sweet couple.
Perhaps you could point us towards someone who could help?
He doesn't do that kind of stuff anymore.
Right. Sorry, friends. I left that life behind a long time ago. Don't really keep in touch with that crew anymore.
I bet he did it, and he's just telling Gus that because he loves him.
Ah, of course. Completely understandable. Sorry to bother you then.
Well, no harm in asking, right? My reputation precedes me.
Don't let it go to your head.
Gus, I need to go to the back and gather up stuff to restock for the rush later on. Mind manning the bar for me?
Take your time. I think I can keep things under control.
Thanks. Love you, hun.
Aww. Yeah, you don't tell,
Well, that
you don't
leaves
tell
us at a
your
dead end.
man that you're still, you know, hanging out with the bad boys.
Any ideas on how we should proceed? Some nose-to-the-ground journalist techniques for finding leads?
We can ask Tomcat for help. Let's see. Oh, didn't she say she couldn't do that sort of thing? Like make the cars untraceable or whatever? I would still ask.
No, Tomcat has already stuck their neck out for us to...
Yeah.
I feel a
sorry.
little bad about how much we've relied on them as it is. And besides, this is a considerably more felonious action. Morally, we should be dirtying our own hands.
True. Maybe we could find an old manually driven car?
That's not the worst idea. I don't think it would get noticed as long as the car had the appropriate registrations. But the
Gus is
permits
just
to
standing here
operate a
like,
manual
what?
vehicle are prohibitively
Hold on.
expensive. A casual collector might still maintain one, but only a wealthy hobbyist would have the appropriate stickers to make the car roadworthy. We'd have to do a B&E, as Chad put it before. Risky.
Peony.
No. Okay, the two of you are killing me here. Look, don't tell Majid about this. But, here.
What the fuck, Gus?
What is this, Gus?
It's an automated vehicle maintenance scanner with a few less than standard upgrades.
Oh my god.
When you circumvent its security codes, you can use it to scan
I
a
love
car's
you,
installed
Gus.
firmware and replace it with a new set that will spoof its presence on the city's network. That's the gist of it, but we don't have time to get into any specifics. You need to get the hell out of here with that before Majid gets back.
Was it Majid's? Why the urgency?
Look, Majid has done a lot to turn his life around, to turn my life around. I really respect that about him, and it's part of why I fell in love with him. He did what I was never able to.
So sweet.
That's how we met, you know? That old rough and tumble life we both led. But when Stardust struggled and needed money fast, I had to get back in the game to keep us afloat for a few years. I told him it was all angel loans, donations from patrons, lots of things. He'd be heartbroken if he found out I'm still in the game. I had to do whatever I could to keep our new life, even if only one of us is really living it. I may as well give this thing to someone who wants to use it for good, too.
I can't tell you how much we appreciate this, Gus. We might finally be on our way to solving this mystery.
So sweet.
Yeah, well, you didn't get it from me, okay? Just get out of here and get on with your little Grand Theft Auto. And let me know how it goes, okay?
Of course.
Ugh. Thank you, Gus. Okay, bye. Oh, I need to take this drink to her real quick. Sorry. I got you a drink.
Huh. Actually did it, huh?
You're welcome.
Well, you scored a point. But don't think I don't have enough cuties around who can handle that. You've got more important things to be doing. Get a move on.
Alright. I wanted to take her a drink because I promised her I would. Okay.
Well, now I think we're cooking with gas, as the colloquialism goes. I'm searching the mesh for instructions on how to use this device as we speak. Let's go look for some likely candidates. I should be ready by then.
Alright. We are going to end it here. Now that I've refreshed my brain. Yeah. It's interesting. My name is Victor, and I'm a hottie. Oh, it feels good to be back to playing this, though. I really love this game, and I just got so caught up in Vampire that I was like, you know what, I can wait. Where's it gonna go? But no, I hope that you guys enjoy watching me play this game, because you know that I enjoy playing it. It's a very interesting game, and so far there's been 2 emotional moments in a row, and it's like, oh, everything is so just warm and soft, and I love it. So yeah, thank you guys for, you know, taking the time to watch, and yeah, go play it, because it's a great game, and I'm gonna be getting back into all the games I started before Vampire consumed my existence, so I can beat all of them. I think we're almost done with this one. That seems to be where we're heading to, is the end game. So yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye!